It's 8 AM. We got down here around just after 7. It's supposed to be an off day today, but it's our last day here and we didn't want to miss training in one of the most epic gyms in the world. So just made up a little session, did a quick 4K run. We're doing a mini circuit, starting it with 400 meters on the ski erg, then unbroken wobbles, and then we go to hammer curls, and then we go to bench dips, and then we go to side planks. So just a little blip on the body just to get warmed up. Today is opening night of the Mastermind. Very, very excited. We're traveling from Uluwatu to Canggu today. And there's going to be all sorts of cool stuff going on. Photographers arrived yesterday to film the whole thing. Tons of our clients are coming in. The numbers just keep coming up. Last minute people are like, oh, can we come? Can we come? So yeah, it's going to be an epic time. The house is going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely jam-packed. And I'm really excited for the transformations that we're going to create for people. It's going to be a pretty special time. Just packing up here at the Uluwatu house. Of course, on the last day the rain stops, the storms stop, and the sun comes out, but this is a good sign. Hopefully it's like this all the way up to Canggu, and we get a really good few days for the Mastermind. Alright, so the packing is all complete. Look at this, I've got the little fluffy bit on my microphone today. Packing is done. Now I've got an hour or so before we take off to Canggu, and I'm just going to use my time intentionally, crack into some work, make some content for today. With the content direction, we're really being like intentional with what we're putting out to the world around Mastermind time, really creating a lot of buzz around it. All of our content is Mastermind centric, showing insights, BTS, exciting moments, FOMO moments. So I'm just going to make like a day in the life video today, like those viral kind of like time videos, like 6 a.m, 6:30, because we've got some really cool clips that we've collected from the last couple of days here in Uluwatu. Just checking in on some of our platforms. YouTube is going really, really well. We're up at almost 600 subscribers now. We started at 200 beginning of the year. It's only 23rd of Jan, but 23 days in. And we're 400 subscribers up on YouTube, which is absolutely incredible. Let's keep that train moving. But yeah, just going to do a little bit of editing now, a little bit of preparation for today, and yeah, get the show on the road. The journey to Canggu begins, and currently, all we really spoke about is how much we've been shitting. Thor's been shitting. Owen is still shitting. Gut health.
But it wasn't like I don't feel better.
Bali gut health.
I just had a combo.
Yeah, we've all been up to a few things. Owen's had some sales calls. I've been making content. Went to the gym. Got some breakfast. The main man Deddy's here in the front. Deddy's Doors. This is his new branding for his business. And yeah. On the way back to Canggu. You never been to Canggu?
No, I've only been that last time.
Oh.
The last day. You were sick.
Oh, I was sick, yeah. Oh, that was Seminyak.
No, but then you moved to the...
Oh, yeah.
That was like sort of in Canggu.
Yeah. Yeah, I got sick that time after the Mastermind. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Canggu's cool, man. It's a lot more like functional in comparison to other places. Like Uluwatu is beautiful, but it's not as functional, whereas Canggu's just so set up for like, this is going to sound really obnoxious and like privileged, but it's set up for Western people, digital nomads. Like, it's so good for it. So it's optimized, and that's what I'm looking forward to, getting back there. There's amazing gyms, amazing food, and a lot easier to get around. So it's like any good mastermind, really, and any good coach knows that the genius is in the room, right? Like, the genius is in the room, and we can prepare as much as we want, frameworks, whatever we're preparing, but the real transformation won't actually come until the people are in the room and we really like get deep into, well, what is it you're working on, and then we can facilitate there. So yeah, just arrived here at the villa. How's that for service? The bike rental guys picked our bikes up from Uluwatu and dropped them off to us in Canggu. Crazy. This place looks insane. The guys are here already to greet us. It looks mental.
Yeah, around 2 o'clock.
Alright, let's walk through time at the new villa. This place already looks epic. Let me take you through. Oh wow, 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 wow. Hey man.
Hello.
Okay, so this is sick. Wait till you see this.
Oh my god.
That's epic. Okay, so this is the unlimited life, guys. This is what happens when you just figure out who the fuck you are and post content. Nothing else matters. You can do it, post more content. You can do it, post more content.
Pretty much everyone can fit in the pool.
You can do it, post more content. Yeah, we get everybody in the pool. Get the drone shot over the pool. What a time to be alive. Owen's getting dripped. He's getting the ultimate Bali belly drip as he's not feeling well. Look at this view out the window. Insane. Anyway, the Greek barbecue guys arrived. He's going to be doing everything for the guys, the welcome dinner tonight. I am about to go and pick up the totes and the gift bags because they can't put it in an Uber, like a Grab, which is the Indonesian equivalent to Uber. So yeah, I'm going to go get them, go get some pens for the guys, and yeah, it won't be long then until we start welcoming people into the Unlimited Mastermind house. Let's go. Totes acquired. The traffic was crazy out there. It was a good hour and a bit drive to Seminyak, back to Canggu. Job is complete. I'm about to get ready now and start to welcome the guys into the Unlimited Mastermind welcome dinner. Okay, so the people are arriving now at the Mastermind house here in Canggu. It's a really cool bunch. We've got people flown in from all over the world. We've got Thor. We've got the t-shirts. So the guys are here currently making us our souvlaki. Incredible. Saved the best till last. We let the other guys eat, and now I'm so hungry. So freaking hungry. We're recovering from the poops, so we're empty. Okay, so the show must go on. The food has been eaten. Souvlaki is down. There's the pool out there. All the guys are chilling out here. We're welcoming them in to the Unlimited house.
It's happening, we're gonna do it now. You're gonna go hard. You're gonna go hard, remember. So those are hype man for the weekend. Just
Unlimited, and then unlimited adjective. The decision to stop living inside inherited limits and start designing a life on your own terms. Strong.
It's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool because
I have I just look around at every single person I have an individual relationship there because like based on where we might have met and how you guys ended up here and something like that.
Alright team, that's the welcome dinner done. I'm about to get some sleep now. We're up nice and early for the run club in the morning. 6 AM at Flower Boy in Sassay. See you there. Alright guys, it is about 20 past 5 here in the morning in the Mastermind house. We're all just getting ready to go out for the run club, hydrating, getting some electrolytes in, and yeah, it's still absolutely pitch black outside. You can only see the reflection. That's actually the reflection in the window. It's going to be sick. There's going to be some amazing content as the sun starts to come up, and the videographers are capturing us all running together. Only in Bali does this happen. 6 AM, and there are people everywhere exercising or getting out on their run clubs. It's the environment you keep, guys. It's the environment you keep. Look at that, the sun's coming up. Wow. Okay, run club complete. Did a 5k. I did a 4:45 pace, just over 24 minutes. Felt good. The humidity hits different here though, like getting your breathing right in the humidity. I feel like once you find the groove, it's really good. And the sweat afterwards is insane in comparison to the UK. With the groups here. Going to capture some content before we finish up. Thor's here. How do you feel, Thor? How did you go?
Blistering pace.
Blistering. It's the fastest I've ever seen a turtle move, ever.
They didn't even see me, so that's how fast I was.
Amazing.
I'm gonna put the photo on AI and
Whole crew's here.
AI photo.
Here they are. Oh, incredible. The team are arriving. Everyone's getting their seats, ready to kick off. Day one of the Unlimited Mastermind, figuring out who they are, who they need to be to get their goals complete this year. Let the room do the work. All right, we're up on the rooftop of the Unlimited House, the Mastermind Villa. The bulk of the teaching is done. This is the coaches' quarters. Everyone build in. We're about to go deeper, mastermind everybody's ICP, where they're at with the content, and yeah, dig out some gold for everybody. Day one, mastermind complete. Just gone for some dinner at one of my favourite restaurants in Bali, in Canggu, Motion. But they're sold out of my favourite dish, the quinoa pesto pasta. I'm very sad. I'm doing a plate instead. Yeah, day one was a success. I think there was tons of light bulb moments, tons of transformations. As I always say on like this, in these videos, like it's always the spaces in between. It's the white space in between that where people get the most out of it, and it's important that we leave enough white space. So yeah, it was a powerful day. I'm really happy with how it went down, and excited to do it all again tomorrow. It is Sunday here, Canggu, Bali. Day 2 of the Unlimited Mastermind. Just getting my electrolytes ready. 10 plus. This brand are incredible. I'm getting these electrolytes ready for the run club. It's about 5:30 here in the morning. I'm going to meet the guys down at Sese for 6 a.m. With the 5k run. See the sunrise. Then hit the gym, do a little training session, and ready for the day. 5k run is complete. Got a good pace, average 4:44 kilometre. We're here at the awesome Threshold Gym in Sese. It's a really functional gym. I absolutely love training here. You can get all of your high rocks and CrossFit workouts done. Like, just check it out inside. So sick. Proper sled, proper sandbags, proper kettlebells. It's incredible. The workout is done. We're just hanging out now at the iconic general store here in Sese. Just getting some coffee, fueling up. A few of the boys got protein shakes, a few of the guys are getting some breakfast. And we'll get ready to head back to the Unlimited House. All right, day 2 is kicking off here at the Mastermind House. Everyone is slowly arriving, and really excited to take people through the bottlenecks around their product, their program, and their service today. What's actually stopping them from making money? What's broken in their mechanisms? And then we're going to dissolve that all in the room. Okay, we are at the Pilates project in Breathwork. And today we are going to be taken through an incredible breathwork session by the one and only Pat Divilly, one of the best healers on the planet. And I'm so excited. We've planned the session around fear. We've been working with the guys on a lot of limiting beliefs, the fears around why they can't get certain things done in their business. And Pat is now going to dissolve that with a somatic healing breathwork session. With the guys, we've got 22 people involved in the class. I'm going to take you through to the room. It looks incredible. Here's the lads. Breathwork session is done with the most incredible facilitator in the world, Pat Divilly. The crew is still here in the room, sharing stories, sharing their experiences. It was intense as hell, I'm not going to lie, but incredibly healing. I think I shifted a couple of years worth of kind of things that were bubbling under the surface. And just another reason why it's so important to invest in systems and practices that help you to unlock these layers of yourself, because then you can show up better for you, and then you can show up better for everybody else in your life. Do you know a really weird fact about me?
What's that?
I get up at this time every morning.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All the time.
Yeah, that's right.
I just like getting up at this time.
I actually just.
It's my favourite.
It's the only time I'm awake, actually.
What are you doing in your bucket hat today? What have you been doing?
Oh, today? Well, we're doing this fun little thing called hiking a mountain at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Just a little fun little
running
thing.
at 6 wasn't hard enough.
Yeah, 6 a.m. run wasn't hard enough, so we thought we'd take everybody up Mount Batur for a sunrise. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm never getting up this early again. If I ever go up another mountain, never for sunrise. I'm just doing it in the daytime.
I got to the mountain the night before.
Yeah, I'll just camp up there. So everyone's just arriving now, and the bus is going to drive us there. I am so sleeping on the bus as well. And then we're going to go hike a mountain.
Did everyone get some sleep?
Here's the rest of the crew.
No. What, you've been up the whole time?
Look at the owls, man. Oh, I can't beat it.
Right, Everest. So guys, we're actually at Mount Everest. We're about to climb.
Okay, so first stop. No idea where we are, but we stop for tea and coffee before we go up the mountain.
Banana in the bread?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. That's all. That's it. That's what it is. What would you say it tastes like right now?
It's definitely more dessert leaning.
It is, isn't it? It's like banana donut kind
It
of.
does. I feel like the banana leans into the French toastness that it's going for. Gives it more like body.
More volume, more body. So breakfast today was, here it is. It's a banana, a piece of bread, a hard-boiled egg.
In case there's something happen, like if you don't feel good, let us know. Let the guide know. You will have 4 guide for guide you for trekking, right?
So we're going up the mountain, halfway up the mountain in jeeps. Look at this. That's some unlimited experience. They're in unlimited yellow as well, which makes it even better. Let's go.
We're gonna have to camp out here and survive.
Strong finish.
Alright, the sun's coming up. Ooh. Wow. I'm here with the main man Fotis. We are almost at the top of Mount Batur. That's insane. Guys, we made it. We're at the summit of Mount Batur. This is wild. This is so sick. At the top of the volcano. It's kind of hard to believe how fortunate are we that we get to do things like this. Incredible. Life is a blessing. Life is a movie. The unlimited life continues on. We're about to do something wild. Thor, what's about to go down?
some cool shit. Rebirth on the top of the mountain.
Rebirth. Oh yes. Thor is not going home the same person.
Yeah.
We're about to take all of his hair off on the top of the mountain. Okay guys, we're at the top of the mountain and we found a monkey. There is two. There's another one. Look at his face.
Monkey.
I missed him on the live stream.
Monkey just eating Pringles. Look at him.
That one's so funny. He's got like back teeth. That is.
That's so cool. Well, we can back down the mountain and it seems to be harder to get down than it was to get up. So pray for us. Pray we get down in one piece.
You only have to do the yellow and black one.
Oh my God, Lee, you're so shredded.
It's so incredible walking down the hill here, walking down the mountain and seeing all the little places where people live down the mountain. It's incredible. We're here with the guide. You want to say hi? What's your name?
My name is Joki.
Joki.
Yeah. You?
Lee. These people live on this mountain. I'm sure a lot of them become guides to take people up. I mean, the views are just insane. It'd be pretty cool to live up here. So that was sick. Came down the mountain in the four-wheel drives. We got to our destination. We're going to get some breakfast here at a cafe with one of the most insane views I've ever seen. Hello. Hello. One of the most insane views I've ever seen at a cafe. Check this out. What the hell? That is wild. Let me spin you around. Whoa. Wow. Alright, we made it back to Canggu safely in one piece. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Been up for 12 hours now. We set off at, we got up at around 1 a.m. We set off around here from 2 a.m. Went to Batur, climbed the mountain, came back down in some jeeps. Got some breakfast at the most incredible breakfast spot I think I've ever had breakfast in my whole entire life. And now we're back, all for 1 o'clock. Incredible. It's time for a shower, get all the volcano dust off me, have a little snooze, get up, plan some bits and pieces. I'm off to Ubud tomorrow. We're going to meet the guys back here at the villa for our final recaps of the mastermind, and then we're all heading out for dinner, for the farewell dinner and the closing of the UBM Mastermind. What an insane 3 days. I've absolutely loved every moment of it. It's been the best mastermind we've ever done. It's going to be really hard to top this next year. Okay guys, so we just finished up the closing ceremony for the mastermind. We're now here at Clubhouse in Pereiranan. Our good friend Hugh has kindly allowed us to have the closing dinner in here, and we're now going to catch up with the team. Hey guys, how are you? Here's the crew. The big table. Okay guys, we're home and hosed. That's it. That's a wrap. The UBM Mastermind, Bali, January 2026 is complete. What an experience. We just finished up the closing dinner at Clubhouse, and yeah, incredible conversations, transformation all around. The experience was, yeah, insane. Very, very grateful. The mind is exhausted, the body is exhausted. I need some sleep. Travel to Ubud tomorrow for some R&R. See you there. Okay, it's the morning after the closing dinner for the mastermind. I'm here in Threshold Gym in Sese, getting in our morning workout. Just did a 3k run out on the roads, managed to dodge the rain, get some movement in the body, and then heading back to the mastermind villa to do some testimonial videos, film some testimonials from some of the attendees, which is a very important part if you're a coach or a trainer or a teacher or an educator. It's so important to get testimonials from your people, especially when they come from them in person. It trumps all testimonials. So we're going to do a bit of that, and then around midday head off to Ubud for a couple of days of chill in the jungle. All right, so one day post mastermind. We're about to do a little round of interviews. First up, we've got the best CSM in the world, Thor. Thor's thoughts. We're going to get into some of Thor's thoughts over the last few days. Client interviews complete. We're now just in the car on the way to our next location, on the way to Ubud. I always love going to Ubud. It's as the great, can't remember the guy's name. What's his name? Dude from Def Jam Records. He says it's Disneyland for yoga people. And I agree with him. So true. Russell Simmons, that's the dude's name. Russell Simmons, billionaire. He has a big yoga retreat centre in Ubud. Alright guys, made it to Ubud. In this incredible wooden villa. I can't even explain it. It's like this bamboo wooden villa. I'm currently on a net. I think I might try and sleep here. No, I can't sleep here yet. I've got a coaching call in about half an hour. And then I'm going to coach the UBM barbers and the UBM Pro. And then we're going to go get a massage. Maybe get some food. Chill for the evening. Okay, so about to go live here on the coaching calls to coach our pro clients. This week we had two options with what to do with the calls. We could either can them completely because it was Mastermind week, or find a different way to provide value. So we condensed the calls down from 90 minutes to 45 minutes so that we can still solve some issues for our guys. We've got one after the other, back to back. And yeah, we'll go from there. Coaching calls are finished. Time for some dinner at this epic place called Jungle Fish in Ubud. What a view. Thanks. So I ordered chicken tikka for the main dish. Here I am thinking I'm gonna get just chucked in a bowl like they do in the UK. Which is nothing wrong with that, but look at this. I've never had chicken tikka like this. Skewers, beautiful rice and sauce, other sauces. It smells incredible. I think it's Wednesday morning here in Bali. No idea anymore. The days are all blending into one. Just about to get some breakfast here at one of the most incredible cafes I've ever seen in my life, called Zest. It's really is a spectacle. It's really cool statues. We got a smoking Buddha down here. Check him out. So cool. And then we're gonna go and do a tea ceremony after. Traditional tea ceremony. Yeah, this place is so cool. I remember coming here last year with Owen and Hannah and like completely blown away. I could have just sat here all day. It's so cool. Okay, breakfast was incredible. We did the tea ceremony. I didn't film anything because I thought it was a little bit disrespectful in there. I didn't want to film anything and upset the zen. But it was insane. I've never experienced anything like that, drinking tea before. We meditated for most of the time. And I'm assuming that the tea lady was doing prayers and blessings. I had no idea what the hell was happening, but it was cool. I think that's the beauty of having an open mind. Just go in and do some cool shit. So anyway, we're here at Raw Gym. Can't see it, but they have these in Canggu as well. And this is the power of brand, right? Go with what you trust and what you know sometimes when you're in a new place. So here we are, time to train. The workout finished, didn't film any of it, completely forgot, was in the zone. And now we're chilling in the cafe area here in Raw Gym. Just got myself a really nice fruit platter, a little electrolyte concoction. The rest is in these teapots. First time I've ever had electrolytes from a teapot, but I'm here for it. Today's been a cool day. After the gym, we journeyed around the streets of Ubud, looking at crystals and yoga stuff, because there's loads of it. We were going to go to the waterfalls today, but we were a little bit cut for time, so we decided to get a massage instead. Again, we're back at the same place. because it was incredible last night. And tomorrow we're doing all of the water things. We're going to be cleansed, blessed. My demons will be gone. I'll be healed forever. Oh yeah, and we're doing yoga. We're going to the pyramids of Chi. I'm so looking forward to that. That's going to be sick. So yeah, water cleansing, waterfalls, and yoga. Okay, today we are at the Tirtha temple, about to be blessed and cleansed in the water. We chose a really early time. We're here at like 8 a.m. We just met our guide. He's getting some stuff ready for us. Okay, this is where the filming ends. We have our traditional sarong on. We have to put the other sarong on to go into the water, and we can only take one device, and we're not allowed to film. So, I guess I'll talk about it after. Okay, so the water cleansing is finished. Such an incredible experience. Our guide, Ika, was amazing. Such a beautiful man. He was a nurse, had a family, and does the guided tours around the water temple to improve his English. What an incredible man. I think the biggest lesson for me was the connection that they have. So the three connections that they pray on: connection to God, connection to other people, and connection to nature. I think that's something in the Western world we probably don't do well enough. I think a lot of people have that strong connection to God, maybe other people, and not often nature. Or maybe not often other people. They might be so hell-bent on faith that they ignore people and nature, or the other way around. And I think the three parts of that process are incredible for a great life, and it shows. The people here are so beautiful. Okay, we're back at Raw Gym in Ubud. We had a wonderful lunch. Had a place called Cafe, spelled for K. Sold some amazing, like, healthy meals, kind of like spiritual meals. Found some khichdi in there, which is the Ayurvedic cleansing dish, which I've eaten many times. We've even done the khichdi cleanse, and it's amazing. So I had a bowl of that. I had a beetroot juice, and I had a latte. That was the first meal of the day. And I did a 6k run to begin the workout, and now we can't do our high rock simulator today because this gym doesn't have high rocks gear. It's kind of like a hybrid between a fight gym and a bodybuilding gym. So we're making do. We're doing exercises that would kind of mimic what we might be doing. So thrusters with dumbbells, incline push-ups, seated cable rows, and then some ab work to finish. We're going to do 4 or 5 rounds of this. I am absolutely boiling in here today. They give you coconut water in a fucking teapot. It's the best thing ever. Bit of lime, bit of salt, bit of strawberry. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I'm sitting here. Oh, we had a fruit platter as well. I had a bit of honey, so even more hydrated. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what is that in my shoe? I didn't know if it was the inner sole, like, slipping. I was like moving my toes around. My feet are very sweaty, right? I've been doing all sorts of shit in my shoes. Just remembered when I got on the bike this morning, I put the room key in my shoe, and it's still in my shoe. I drove here with it in my shoe. I did a 6k run with it in my shoe. I did a full workout with it in my shoe. I've just taken it out. Went back to the villa. Did a little bit of stuff on the laptop. Had a quick shower. Had less time than I thought. So I was going to talk on the vlog in the pool, but didn't. Anyway, next location at the Pyramids of Chi here in Ubud. This place is unbelievable already. They give us this really nice welcome drink, watermelon, lime, some other funky, fantastic fruit juice, which I'm really delighted about, and it tastes amazing. And we're about to do a yin yoga and sound session, which I'm so excited for, because yin yoga, according to Ayurveda, is what suits my dosha the best. I have a fire dosha, and yin yoga actually slows me down and cools me down. I actually found that I've been doing yoga for many years, and I never enjoyed flow yoga. I found that I would come out of there actually more agitated than relaxed. And then when I got into Ayurveda, I had a client who was a yoga teacher, and she said to me, "You want to look at Ayurveda?" She said it's one of the most accurate ancient medicinal practices ever, and she said it's rarely done me wrong. And yeah, it turns out I am a fire type, Pitta, in Ayurveda, and for Pitta types, they need to do more yin yoga because it's very low, slow, and cooling. So that made sense. I always enjoyed the longer holds with the stretches. So here we are, gonna do some yin, gonna chill out, low and slow, and do a little bit of sound healing as well. I'm gonna enjoy this welcome drink and hang out at the iconic Pyramids of Chi. Up here, and probably legs. We've been running a lot. Training.
Yeah, running will be more stiffness sometimes.
Yeah.
Yin yoga will help.
So we just found out that we got the whole yin yoga class to ourselves. It's going to be private. I mean, when does this ever happen at one of the most incredible yoga places in the world, Pyramids of Chi? It's just us. I am over the moon about this. Probably one of the most incredible places I've ever done yoga in my life. All to ourselves. I can't believe it.
And good evening everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Ben. And today we're going to do yin yoga. Focus to the music, focus to the nature.
Just finished up the yin yoga session. Wow. That was my favourite yoga session I've ever done in my life. Finished it up with a cold towel on the face, the gongs. Like, it was a good 5 to 10 minutes of gongs. It just kept going and going and going. My body was like fully vibrating. I think it's a little nod from the universe to keep leaning in, to keep doing these things, to keep showing up for yourself and embodying the life that shows others what's possible. That was quite overwhelming at times, that session. There was a moment where I really had to pinch myself and think, is this really happening? You know, I was doing one of my favourite things, yin yoga, in one of my favourite places in the world, with one of my favourite people. God really does deliver sometimes. And is this a little thank you for all the work we did at the Mastermind. A little pat on the shoulder from God, from universe, saying, you need to help you too. Who knows? We've just gone for some dinner and we found this place called Merlin's, which is probably the most random restaurant I've ever been in my life. There's an option on the menu where you don't choose your food, the food chooses you. And there's two options. You can do your life path numbers, your royal path number and your divine path number, or you can just do oracle cards and they'll pick out a card with a number on it and you get that dish. I think it's pretty cool. I'm slightly scared. I'm very excited at the same time. That's kind of terrifying because that was extremely accurate. I got these 3 cards. The outsider was my past, play is current, and effortless future. I am so here for all of that. It was crazy accurate. And I'm gonna look at what dishes I have now off the back of those numbers. Okay, yeah. Whoa. Okay, just finished all 3 courses and they were all delightful. My panna cotta with tangerine, whatever the hell it came with, was an insane combo. I don't think this isn't everyone's cup of tea. I think this would challenge a lot of people, not being able to choose your own food. Grand Rising team, it is Friday here in Ubud. Just getting ready with some electrolytes. I had an incredible sleep last night after yin yoga and some beautiful food at Merlin's. We went and got a little pastry after for a little end of week treat. Now, if you're focusing on health, do not do that. Just want to show you the power again of really playing social media well and using it like a business tool. So for I've been speaking about growing the YouTube channel. I'm just going to check that this morning to see where we're at. Helps if you're connected to the internet, doesn't it? But it's important to track these metrics and see where things are at using this like a tool. Again, YouTube's still growing. We're at 744 subscribers this morning, started at 200. So this year alone, in the first 30 days of January, the first 30 days of 2026, we've grown our YouTube audience by 544 subscribers, and there's 1 day left. So that's pretty cool. But the power of like the other platforms, social media, like Instagram. Yesterday I put out a poll. We've just finished with Mastermind. Now we want to start selling our Australia and Greece Masterminds in July and September. I put out a poll yesterday about tell a little story about what happened, and then click this button. What one do you want to come to, Australia or Greece? And then I had about 10 people reach out, for different ones, but that's leads. That's leads in the morning. So now it's the process of nurturing those, and then hopefully get them across the line, and potentially half fill, or not half fill, but fill the guest spots to the next masterminds early, and then we can focus on other things. All right, so kicking off the morning here in Ubud with a little game of paddle. Haven't played in a while. All right, paddle complete. That was a fun 90 minutes. It's incredible how fast 9 minutes goes. These guys are in here training now. I think it's something I'm going to do in the next few weeks is get some paddle lessons. What a game. Okay, so we're all checked out at the villa. Just got a little bit of lunch in town at Ivy Cafe. It was very, very nice actually. I didn't vlog any of that because I was busy eating. Just waiting for a grab driver now to take us to the next location, and we will continue the journey. All right, just got to the airport. Look who we bump into.
Hey,
lads.
What's up?
Here he is. Can't go anywhere without him. We're having another mastermind here, going through
like a bad smell.
content. Yeah, hanging around like a fucking bad Bali smell. The drains. We got interviews tomorrow. One more interview with Fotis tomorrow. You guys done your interviews, yeah?
We did an interview.
Yeah, sick. You say nice things about me.
Yeah.
Thanks. That is a really good thing actually with testimonials. People always ask, like, when should I get testimonials? One of my coaches said, whenever someone wants to say nice shit about you, film it. So that's the thing about testimonials. Like, when you guys do education, anytime anyone wants to say anything nice about you, just fucking whip the camera out, or even if it's online or whatever, screenshot it. That's the trick, really. The more nice shit people can say about you, the better. It's Saturday morning here in Bali. I am currently in Denpasar. At the Hilton Hotel at the airport. Just had to drop a couple of people off to the airport last night, and now I have a couple of weeks here to focus on the growth and the future of UBM. Owen and I are in the build currently of the new program, or the updated and upgraded program, UBM 3 for barbers and UBM Pro for business owners who have skills and want to monetize that online. So the next 2 weeks is really going to be a bunker down, rinse and repeat kind of situation. I'm going to train, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to work my ass off to build these incredible programs. I think just after the mastermind, we've kind of proved to ourselves that holy shit, we have a lot of stuff, a lot of knowledge that people need help with, and it was a big reminder to keep doing the big work that we're doing. You know, it can feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes, or it can feel a little bit like people aren't listening. But I have to use my own psychology on this stuff, and I think about how much this type of work that other people have done has helped me. For the likes of Flynn Skidmore, Peter Crone, Kerwin Ray, Taki Moore, you know, Dr. Gabor Mate, like, their work has helped me in ways that I don't think they'll ever even know about. And I want to do that for others as well. It just feels like a life that's worth it. So that's the game plan. It's 6:30 here. Sun's coming up already. I'm just having a quick drink. I've got some juice, I've got some water, and then we're going to head to the gym. I've got an 8K run today. So today actually marks the second phase of my Horrocks training. So the first 5 weeks are complete, moving into the second 5 weeks now. The intensity and the volume starts to go up. So I begin with an 8K run and then into 3 or 4 rounds of a skill circuit. And then we'll start the journey back to Canggu, where I'm going to be locking in for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to catch up with Owen, I'm going to catch up with Fotis, our client from Greece, who has a really cool coaching program for hairdressers and salons, and we're going to lock in his next 30-day plan and do a little interview with him, and enjoy the rest of the day. Alright, 8K run finished, and how sick is this? I got the whole gym to myself. It's a massive for a hotel gym. The Hilton in Denpasar, if you want somewhere to stay in Bali just quickly. The gym here is sick. They've got amazing treadmills. All the gear here is awesome. I'm just into 3 rounds now of my circuit. It's goblet squats. So we've got 12 kilo goblet squats, and I got 12 reps on these. And then into single arm overhead, 12 of these. Sorry, 10 of these. And then into rows. So off the bench here, 12 of these per side. And then to finish off abs, just side planks for time, as long as possible. Yeah. Alright guys, made it back to Canggu at the one and only Hung Coffee right now. I'm meeting one of our clients here, Fotis. We're going to take him through a little 30-day kind of plan for where his business is going next, off the back of what he kind of realised and opened up in his mind off the back of the mastermind. I'm so happy to be back here. It's been months. The guys recognised me. They were delighted. They make some incredible coffee here. I got my favourite Polaris soda water as well. Didn't think I was going to like the soda water, but when I was here last year, I was hammering cans of Polaris coffee, soda water. It's incredible. But yeah, so happy to be back. Sometimes a little bit of familiarity is good for the soul. Just updating the leads list here for our next mastermind. So I put out a poll on my story off the back of the mastermind we just did here in Bali, and it went crazy. Like, our next one's going to be Australia in July, and then Greece in September. Greece went mad. More people wanted Greece than Australia, so that's cool. Europe needs some mastermind love, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new prospects. So 8 people said they want to come who haven't been in our world before, or have been to like education, or might have followed us on Instagram, but haven't been in our coaching world before. So that's amazing. That's 8 new warm leads, and the form has been sent, data collection has been done, and we'll see how many of them close. Fotis has arrived at Hung Cafe. He's come all the way from Ubud. Did you travel from Ubud this morning?
Yeah.
with a handpan on his back, which is incredible. Brand new. Yeah, it was amazing. We're just setting up this little setup in the corner here. We're going to film a little tactical video about his next 30 days, planning wise. And yeah, I think do you want to tell the story about the handpan? I think that was an amazing little story.
I mean, the story goes like this, right? So I came to Bali 3 years ago, and on the plane, I see this guy with his backpack similar to that, and I was like, oh, start chatting to him, and he was an astrophysicist at the moment then, and then he came to Bali to kind of follow his dream and start teaching handpan to people. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be in Bali, Indonesia for like 6 months, let's meet up. I play the drums, so maybe we can just do like a little jam. But for 6 months, we just couldn't get hold of each other. I was places, he was doing stuff. And anyway, coming to Bali now, 3 years after that, I went to Ubud for literally 2 days, and I go to the yoga barn to do yoga. And then I check the schedule, I see his fucking face, and I'm like, this like dude, he was doing a handpan class there. One of the 2 days I was there, literally, it's insane. So I go there, I talk to him. He remembered me. He remembered our conversation because he stuck with him. And now he's moved to Bali. He really found his calling. I did the second class the next day, and I bought a handpan from him because I'm like, mate, you are a go-getter, and I support go-getters because that's how it goes. We have to support each other. So I just blew $1,000, to be honest, but he really worth it because he was really, really loved his story, his passion, and he reminds me a little bit of what we're trying to do here in this life.
Only in Bali as well. Like only in Bali would that happen. Anywhere else in the world, yeah, maybe not. So good. That's commitment right there. All right, we made it to the second location. Hannah's done another amazing job. Finding us the most aesthetic places that we can find for content. See, I think Owen and I think about this, but sometimes it needs the feminine touch, the girls care about that stuff. And I mean, look at it. It's insane. Oh, that's the glass. Excited to make some content there. Fotis and Owen chewing the fat. We're going to just do a little testimonial around Fotis' experience with us at the Mastermind. It's going to live on YouTube. And yeah, can't wait to create some more content in here. Okay, so interview with Fotis is complete. He's now heading off to the airport. We're going to say goodbye to our Greek friend with his handpan. Here he is.
That's a scooter.
Oh yeah.
Have you been to Ubud?
Dream. I'm like
you been to Ubud?
Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Look at this.
You're going to smash it anyway.
Take care.
Lots of luck, guys.
See you, man. Bye-bye. All right. What a view this is. My room is up on this second level of the villa. Pretty sick waking up looking out over the rice fields every day. The content opportunities here, incredible. Now I'm about to jump on a strategy call with a client to see where he's going next in his business. We're going to cap it to about 30 minutes. Just a quick check-in, see where they're at and see what the next the vision is for their future. Put in a bit of a plan and then get them rocking and rolling. And then I think I'm going to take the evening easy. I'm going to post my vlog. I'm going to post my content and have a light dinner and then chill out, maybe in the pool. Who knows? We'll see. I have thought about this in the past, more of like a creative container for people like yourself. It just hasn't been like on the cards. Obviously, I've been driving like UBM. Owen and I have been driving UBM so much, and I think there is an arm of that which the creative side of things, I guess, isn't spoken about as much. But you're right. Like I have a unique way of looking at things, I guess, from a systematic mindset, but also a creative mindset. A lot of the information that I have around that is very distilled. It's from just a couple of voices, Andrew O'Toole, David Manor, and and Fame Team people, that I kind of got inserted into the kind of top bracket pretty quickly. And Sean, of course, photography. I learned a lot of like retouching from him. Well, that was a really sick phone call. Got it done in time, got it done in 20 minutes, straight to the point. But one of our clients, he's a barbershop owner, really creative dude. He's been with us quite a while, and he's got to the point where he's learned a lot of our systems. He kind of knows it inside out. He feels like he's got a good hand on, you know, where he's at and building his kind of barbershop business. But he felt like he wanted like more nurturing in the creative aspect of things. And I've shot award-winning collections. I have all that like kind of creative genius bottled in there. And he was like, man, like, I want to know it. Is there capacity to work with you in a coaching sense to get that out of you? I was like, do you know, that's something I've always thought about, is like, is there that? And I think my focus has been primarily UBM and pro. But I think there is room within our world to facilitate creative expression and creative development as well. So that's going to be a great case study. I said to him, yeah, that sounds really, really exciting. And yeah, I think what a cool thing. You just never know where life is going to take you and what's going to happen next and what offerings you can have. And I think there's a great lesson there. It's like, I'm not outwardly marketing my creative like coaching side of things, like how to do photo shoots, how to create award-winning collections, how to nurture yourself creatively. Because I know that in the marketing world, you know, you can do everything, you just can't speak about everything. And I guess that's the cool thing about being in proximity with me, is that you get to know these things about me, and then you just never know when they get to turn into offers. And that puts more LTV into our clients' lives. And yeah, works out well for them, works out well for us. One of our favourite cafes in all of Canggu. Hopefully they have our order today. They didn't have the pasta last time. We'll see. Hello. So that's the week coming to an end. What an insane week. I think this, I mean, it's one of the biggest weeks of my life. It's been a few days since the mastermind, post-mastermind reflections. Hands down, the best event we've ever done, the coolest event, the most transformative event, you know, the most impactful and valuable event we've ever done. I'm feeling really good after the mastermind. My energy's good. I don't feel too exhausted. That says a lot about our delivery, I think, and how we went about the event. Couple of like key takeaways from a facilitation standpoint. Simplicity is key. They say complexity fails, simplicity scales, and I think that's so true. And just from a transformation standpoint, like, we kept it was very light on the info, but very specific and important on the info. So there were a few things, but very important things, and the rest was a lot of integration, a lot of implementation, and a lot of facilitation as coaches, and really using the genius in the room. And an insight from on a personal level and a feelings level. I think the work that we do is just so important. Like, we can get disheartened at times that more people don't listen to our content and join the program and want to help themselves and all that stuff. But, you know, just by listening to what the guys have been saying to us and how thankful they are, and the testimonials to like how much we've changed our lives, and it's very emotional, because it's like a lot more than I ever imagined. That all reminds me of the people in my life that have done that for me. You know, mentors that I've paid for, and also people like Peter Crone, Gabor Mate, you know, Flynn Skidmore, the Kerwin Rays of the world. You know, they've changed my life in ways that I'll never be able to tell them, and it's immeasurable. I'm a different human for absorbing their content and information and who they are, and I feel like that's what we've done for our people, and that's what we do for our people, and that's been relayed back to us. You know, a very common thing that was said over the last few days was, you know, you've changed my life in insane ways that I can't even comprehend. So yeah, I mean, that feels incredible, right? I want to be intentional with my life. I want to choose all of my moments, and I want to live a life that feels like it's worth it. That feels very, very, very worth it. Great result for them, great result for us. And I think, you know, a massive insight, I guess another big reflection was, you know, the breathwork ceremony that we did with Pat Divilly. For me, it was a very confirmational and transformational moment. You know, day one of the mastermind, I suggested that we do a priming exercise from Tony Robbins, a little bit of light breath and a lot of visualization. And I did it many years ago when we went to Unleash the Power Within, and it was one of the tools that I took home with me. And it was one of the tools that crushed me the most and healed me the most and transformed my life in crazy ways. There were lots of visions that I would bring up in that process that have all come true. One of them partly being what we're doing here, having a mastermind full of, you know, lots of people getting crazy results, and that came true. But there was one vision that I just couldn't change for a while, and it would really crush me, and I actually stopped doing priming because it crushed me to a point one day where I was like a bit crippled by the emotion. It was a vision of my dad still being alive around my family, and I couldn't change it, and it would bring me to, like, you know, I'd be like hysterical, essentially, like curled up in a ball, just crying my eyes out. I couldn't move, so I stopped doing it because I just didn't want that to keep happening, even though I probably should have processed it a bit more. And I was a little bit apprehensive of that. I was worried that it would happen in the room. Not worried, but like, yeah, apprehensive. And I thought, well, if it does come up, I'm going to have to go with it. But the vision came up, and it had changed. Before, it would be my dad, like, stood behind my whole family, and I was making that mean, oh, he's gone, so he's not part of the family kind of unit anymore. But now it had changed. He was very close to the unit, and he had his hand on two people's shoulders, and it was the two women in my life, my mum and my partner. And I thought, wow, okay, that's interesting. The last time something like this happened, crazy things happened from that point. And the last time that happened was actually when he passed away. He came to me in a meditation, you know, 2 days before, and then 2 days later he passed. And there's a whole story about that I might tell in another vlog. But it got even deeper in the breathwork session that Pat did, and I probably knew that something like this was coming, and everything that week had primed that whole session to that point. So I was having a conversation with my partner on the bike, and it was funny, we were talking about character traits, and I was speaking about something that I was like, oh, I can't thank my dad for that anymore because he's not here, and she just said, no, you can. Meaning in like spirit form, I can still thank him and still kind of communicate with him in that way. And so that kind of started it. And then, you know, having 20 of my clients here, all on this transformational journey, the world was clearly mirroring, the universe was clearly mirroring something to me. And when we went into the breathwork ceremony with Pat, he said, I'd love to know what you would like to get out of this, like what would be really useful right now. And I said, I'd like to trust myself a little more. And I didn't really fully understand what I meant by it, but that was what was on the tip of my tongue. I'd like to trust myself a little more. And we went through the journey, and Pat said, if you want to call in anyone to protect or to be with you, call them in. He said, ancestors, anybody like that, dead or alive. So I called in my dad. It was like instant. I was like, I know exactly who I'm calling in. Called him in, and I think he was close. He was very close in the room. And I have this iconic picture that I took of my dad, and he has his hand out like this, and all I could see was the hand, and it was like his hand was placed, you know, directly on my chest for the whole session, like protecting. And he was there, he was close the whole time. And there were a few things that, you know, I was asking, and one of them was, you know, when I was in the UK, I didn't feel his presence. Like, I didn't feel like he was close, and I do feel that, you know, when in other places that I'm in. It doesn't matter where I am in the world. I've had it in Australia, I've had it here, I've had it in the UK. But when I was there for the last few months, I didn't feel his presence once. Not at all, even at Christmas. So that was one of the first things I asked in the journey. I was like, why? Like, why were you not there? Why were you not present? And he just said, you needed that. You needed to go through that moment to like realize something, you know, to start. And this is where it began, right? My journey, like to start to trust yourself more. And I was like, and he said, it's all okay now. And I was like, what do you mean? And then the vision of the priming vision came to me, and I was like, what does this mean? And he was like, it's all okay. He had his hands on the shoulders of these two people, and he said it again. He was like, it's all okay now. And within an instant, this is where it started to get really emotional. You know, my dad was the person that I showed everything to, and I guess I kind of wanted to prove things to. It's where my perfectionism came from. It's where my high achiever came from. It's where my like competitive side came from. And I put it in a good light, right? Like it's done me absolute wonders. And you know, any trophies that I've ever won, anything that I've ever done, you know, subconsciously was for to just show him, right? And I feel like I didn't know this was bubbling below the surface. I really didn't. But you know, I thought I haven't had anyone to show in the last few years. That doesn't mean I haven't had people around me, but that care to that degree. And you know, one of the values that my partner and I really speak about is, like, for me anyway, I would prefer to feel supported, and that's a feeling that I've had the whole time that we've been together, a high level of support. And I think I've gone deeper on what that actually means, and it's for me to have someone to show the things to, you know, and I have that now. And it's the first time in a few years, I'm even getting like goosebumps now, the hairs are raising on my arms. It's the first time in a few years that I've actually, you know, felt like I've had that, someone to show that cares, and someone to show that understands. Because I've got people to show, right, but not everybody cares and not everybody understands. And I don't expect them to. But I didn't realise that was bubbling below the surface. So, and that, it was wild. And then, and again, back to everything's okay. It's okay now. You know, it's okay now. And you know, I was getting fired up at that point. I was like, wow, yeah, it is okay now. And I was like almost laughing at a certain point, because I was like, oh, it's back, I'm back. And then I had this massive realization about, like, you know, my service and like how much I have helped the guys in the room, and it was reflected back to me that, you know, I might seem like I don't need people sometimes. You know, I can be quite like individualistic and want to do things on my own, and that's okay. I'm independent. But what I realized was, you know, the people in the group might think I help them so much, but I don't think they realized, all 20 of those people realize how much they've helped me, because I didn't know how much I needed life to show me evidence that I can trust myself in the skills and in the things that I have. And the way that kind of came up was, you know, Pat prompted us by saying, you know, what would it feel like if you actually gave yourself the permission to take up space? And I just realized, like, I haven't even been giving myself permission to take up space in my own body, let alone in rooms like this. And it all started to make sense. Like, that's why below the surface there was clearly something behind this, clearly a purpose behind this. And, you know, the trusting myself was more about being okay with taking up space and trusting my skills and my knowledge and my wisdom and my service, again, in rooms like this. I think after the last few years, you know, it might have, the recluse in me might have been kind of holding it back a little bit. And I guess because I haven't really like had that sounding board to have someone to show and like to kind of validate the progress or the success or whatever the word is. I'm just kind of riffing now off the top of my head, but that was huge, and I vocalized this with the whole group. When Pat said, "Do you want to share anything after the breathwork?" I went first and made sure I went first, because the message was, it's okay now. It's okay to take up space now. It's all okay. And I went and I made sure I expressed that to everybody, and I really thanked them for being part of my journey, being part of my transformation and healing journey. Because like I said, as much as they think I've helped them, they've helped me in more ways that I can ever explain, just by being part of my world. And what does that kind of look like logically? Well, it's my environment giving me evidence of what I need to know now, and needing to know that I can trust myself. So, wow, I feel like I'm not the same person coming out of this mastermind as I went in. Isn't it crazy what 2 weeks in Bali could do for you? I've got another few weeks to go yet. But I think all round the transformational energy was like absolutely insane. I think everybody there went through something, whether it was big, whether it was small. I'm coming out of it with a completely different energy. And the way that I show up, the way that I contribute, the way that I trust myself, the way that I allow myself to take up space in my body and in the room, and really leaning into that. And I guess that's my final thoughts on Mastermind Week. We're week 4 of the vlog now. Thanks so much for following the journey. I really trust that you're enjoying it. I'm having a ton of fun making these videos and putting them out to the world, and I really want to document the process for you guys too, to show you that you can potentially relate and resonate to what's happening here, and maybe do something like this for yourself, or if you're just interested in what goes into building something like this, and all the ups and downs, the good, the bad, and all the feelings in between. So yeah, all in all, it was a great success with the mastermind, and a very transformational experience for me too. So again, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for sticking around. I know this one's been a long one. There's been a lot happening this week. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to keep making more content like this, keep showing up, keep being of service. And a like, the subscribe, and the comment really helps to push this content further. And I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna head to bed, and I'll see you on another episode very soon.